Now I'm going to pick all the ACC games for week 2 here, and it goes as follows. 2 Friday games on September 6th. SMU versus BYU, 6 p.m. Central Time on ESPN2. SMU's favorite 10.5. SMU, last time they played somebody that's group of 5 or better, they didn't look that good. And I get they beat an FCS team, but that was expected. And BYU did pretty good against Southern Illinois University, but that's FCS. This is a totally different animal. But if this game was in Provo, I might feel a little bit differently, but I'm still going to go with SMU to win this football game. It's on the road. Difference in travel, like lower altitude, and they're not used to the weather in Texas. I mean, it's just telling the truth. Now, Duke at Northwestern. Northwestern is favored by 2.5 FS1 at 8 p.m. This is a back and forth game, and I had trouble to decide who I'm going to pick to win. I wasn't really impressed by Northwestern's performance last week. And yes, Duke won against Elon 26-3, but that was at home. And the only reason why I'm going to go with Northwestern is it's at home. That's the only reason. Number 23, Georgia Tech at Syracuse. Georgia Tech's favored by 3 points, and all the rest of the games are on September 7th, by the way, 11 p.m. Central Time. Do I really think there's going to be an upset going to happen? I'm going to just ride the Georgia Tech hot streak to begin the year with a win over like a top 10 Florida State, which I know they're not that good now with an 0-2 start, and I'll get to them in a minute. But Syracuse did not look that great against Ohio last week, so I'm going with Georgia Tech to win on the road. Now, Pitt at Cincinnati. 11 p.m. Central Time on ESPN2. Cincinnati's favored by 2 points. There was news today, as of this recording, Dante Corleone is cleared now from his blood clots, so good for him, but I don't know if he's going to play. And like people said, where I found that out, they're not so sure if he's going to play or not. I went back and forth on the game, but ultimately I go with Cincinnati. It's at home, but you never know. Now, Jacksonville State at number 22, Louisville. ESPN Plus, ACC Extra, 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Louisville's favored by 28 points, no discussion needed. Louisville's going to win the game. Now, Cal at Auburn. And at 2:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN2. Auburn's favored by 13 points. And I get the last year's game was close, and it might be close again this year, but I'm going to go with Auburn because Cal traveling all the way over to Auburn, that's a big piece of travel right there, so that's the reason why I'm going. Now, Duquesne at Boston College at 2:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus / ACC Network. ACC Extra, and there's no spread on the game, but I'm still going to go with Boston College. They're not going to have a letdown after the Florida State win, and I know Florida State's not that good anymore. It appears. Now, Charlotte at North Carolina. North Carolina's favored by 22 points, 2:30 p.m. Central Time on ACC Network. I think North Carolina wins this game, but I'm curious to see how the backup quarterback looks. Just to be honest, in a full game and not just part of a game. Marshall at Virginia Tech, and Virginia Tech's favored by 19.5, and the game is on the CW Network, 3:30 p.m. Central Time. Virginia Tech really lost to Vanderbilt, and that's not a good thing. I'm sorry to Marshall, but Virginia Tech's going to just take all the frustration on you. They should. Now, number 12, Miami, Florida versus Florida A&M. In Miami, Florida, there's no spread on the game, but I'm pretty sure it would have been very vague if it would appear right now. And the game's at 5 p.m. Central Time on ACC Extra / ESPN Plus. Miami, Florida's going to win this game handily, and they're not going to have a letdown spot here. Cal Poly at Stanford, ESPN Plus, ACC Extra, 6 p.m. Central Time. Stanford's going to bounce back after that close TCU loss. Virginia at Wake Forest. Wake Forest is favored by 2.5. ESPN 2, 6 p.m. Both teams on 1-0 on the year. The only reason why I'm going to go with Wake Forest is because it's at home. That's the only reason. And this next game is in Charlotte, North Carolina, as a neutral site. Number 14 Tennessee versus number 24 NC State. Tennessee is favored by 8 points, 6:30 p.m. Central Time on ABC/ESPN Plus. I'm going with Tennessee to win this game only because NC State didn't look that good last game against West Carolina, and Tennessee looked a lot better. It's obvious to me. Wait a minute, Florida State does not play this week, and that may be a good thing, to be honest, because they need some work. But anyway, last game. App State at number 25 Clemson. 7 p.m. Central Time on ACC Network, and Clemson's favored by 17.5. I don't know if they're going to cover or not. And Clemson has to fix their offensive issues in this game. And I get they got dominated last game, but that is against the top team in the country and everything. I'm still going to go with Clemson to win the game, though. But if App State beats them, that's bigger issues. Just like I said about Boston College, if they somehow beat Florida State, there are bigger issues. So, that's all the picks right there. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. On the road to 7 subscribers, of course, ultimate goal. It's 1,000 more, so maybe might have to, of course, like a video, comment video. Really helps YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.